for me that was the most impactful was the fact of looking at what you want to do in the next 90 to 180 days and say it with full intention and a manifestation so you can bring it forth. Okay? The minute that you decide, you make a decision to go into one direction, I believe the whole world conspires to make that happen for you. The more passion you have in this decision that you make, the more you have the ability to have everything work for you. Okay? That's called a goal. Right? That's called a goal. What's your definition of a goal? That's my definition of a goal. What's your definition of a goal? Let's put some ideas down. Okay, move forward. So you've moved forward. Okay? But what is a goal? Something you want to go and get?
An objective, something, yeah.
An objective? Right? Something you want to go out and get. Now my question is, how do you know a goal is yours and not someone else's? When I was little, I was a ball of energy. I used to, be bouncing off the walls. And when I got a little bit older, I learned how to channel that energy through speech, right? I was extremely talkative, extremely communicative. And one of the things that people would come to me and say, you know what you would do? You'd become a great lawyer. I think you should become a lawyer. I'm like, why? Because you defend yourself. Like when you have a point and you want to bring it through, you actually make it come through very, very eloquently. So I think you should become a lawyer. And then you say, I think you should become a lawyer. I think all of a sudden I have a room of people that say, you know what? This is the direction you will be. What happens when you walk out of that room? What's going on in your mind? And so then if you're not sure what you want to do, you're like, okay, I guess I'm going to become a lawyer, right? Don't we do that? Don't we let other people's opinion of us decide the goals we want next? It can be, especially the younger we are, the more we don't know who we are. So the older that we get, the more we're like, do I really want to become a lawyer? And so you go in the path of becoming one. Did I enjoy all the reading? Not really. Did I enjoy the application? Absolutely. Did I pursue it? I didn't. Because it was not my goal. I was tainted or told to go in that direction. So I ask you, what goals do you set yourself that are not yours? Yeah, how does a goal feel? Do you walk into that goal and say, yes, this is what I want to become when I grow up? Or you're stepping into it and you're like, meh, it doesn't feel like mine. You see, if you live a life, you should feel like it's yours, right? Not somebody else's, right? Yes. Well, simple. But how many times have you become something that you actually never really wanted to become in the first place? So I ask you, what are your goals? You see, if they're not yours, there's something that happens. And what happens is that you have a lot of resistance charged to it. I'm going to become a lawyer. You come and you're like, all right, here you go. Here's 18 books. Start reading. Right? I'm excited. You open the first page, you're down to page 100, and you're like, I still have another 18 books to read. Now, if that's really the way you want it to take, guess what you have to do? Those first 150 pages that you read have to have meaning for you, need to be charged with passion, needs to be charged with a direction and not with resistance. That's how you know if it's yours or not. A goal is something that is so charged in your mind, that is so real, that you know that you can go out and get, you are ready to do anything to get there. Did I say it was going to be easy? You want to know my definition of easy? My definition of easy is not anything that I can do. Write it down. Write it down.
Easy.
Easy.
Is anything I can do.
Is anything that I can do. I can do anything I want to do, right? So what is that? You have to remember why you do what you do, right?
Yeah.
And this is the foundation I'm talking about. You see, for you not to hit a confusion, where am I? What am I doing? have a strong foundation. I do what I do because when I sell, I make a huge commission. I get the freedom that I want. I don't have to ask for anybody's vacation time. I am my own boss, but that foundation, my friends, comes with another price, right? It comes with discipline. It comes with hard work. It comes with you having to take off one specific hat to wear another hat. Aha. Stay strong with your decisions. Stay strong with your decisions. And so when I say, what are your goals? What is a goal? You'll understand soon where I'm going with this. Because if you set yourself a goal and you said, I made a decision, I want to be a realtor, and I am a realtor and I love being a realtor. However, now we're going to start with the howevers. I've been on the phone. I did 650 calls. I only got 2 interests. This is difficult. I am a failure. What is meant for me? Is this where I'm supposed to be? And so what happens when we start thinking in that way? We're feeding that momentum, and then the next thing is that we come home and we're feeling crappy because we did 650 calls and we haven't gotten anything, and then we start talking to our significant other or our children in ways that we don't want to be, and now we're transpiring the negativity into the other parts of our lives. Sticking to one path until you get the results that you want. That's called tenacity, consistency. It's called applying a skill set. You see, the more that your foundation of the decision you made is shaky, the more you will question your own self-confidence because of the primal fear that we are not good enough. And then we end up moving away from the things that we don't want. We keep moving away from the things that we don't want instead of moving towards the things that we do want. What happens? What happens? Our direction is all messed up. Do you want to focus more on the things you don't want, or focus more on the things that you do want? So when we make a decision, we know very well that that decision applies some work, applies consistency, self-confidence. The more you make a decision, you stick to what you say you're going to do, the more your self-confidence goes up. The more that you give in to the primal fear that you're not good enough, the more you won't be good enough, or you'll convince yourself that you're not.